Hey, what's up guys, Azoh here. Welcome back to Unranked Master. Today we will be playing ZED once again, and we will be playing versus LeBlanc. I know I've been doing a lot of live recordings recently, and there's a reason for that. Well, I mean overall I've done more reviews than live recordings, and I know that's mainly because I'm getting more requests for live recordings than reviews, so seems to be a weird situation. Did she leech blue? That is strange. That's a bad cue actually. I kind of overestimated my damage a little bit. Also, I promise I'll comment less on when I miss CS. I know some of you are getting slightly irritated. That's good play on her part. What I was about to say is you have to play around what she just did there. That's what you're supposed to do with LeBlanc. And something worth noting is that my MMR is diamond at this point, even though my ranking is exactly platinum 3, 72 LP. My MMR, as I checked up what kind of players I'm playing against. I'm playing against like diamond 3, diamond 4-ish. So that's also bad on my part. I'm not playing around. This has been a really bad start for me, and I suppose it's something I've realized recently is since I'm playing less and less ZED, I really haven't had a good laning phase on ZED. I just missed Cannon Minion again. I really haven't had a good laning phase on ZED in so long, and I think it might be because he's banned all the time that I just get like one game in every 10 games that I actually get to play ZED. I get so rusty, and I just forget all the dynamics in lane. When I get to team fighting, I'm always still fine, but I forget like small indicators and stuff. That's a weird W in our brain, or something. I just can't explain it. But for some reason, I just haven't had a good ZED lane in so long. Oh yeah, I forget. I'm not doing the proper runes for that. And this, I wanted to kind of see if I could bait that, but never mind. I've been missing a lot of CS so far. We are 5 CS ahead, but that's because she is not farming well. 19 CS at like 4 minutes is not very good. Don't make that mistake of thinking because... Wait, did I? Oh, I just remembered something. I have the wrong masteries. That's a mistake. Yeah, I definitely have the wrong masteries. I forgot to switch. I've made this mistake twice now, and I've never made that mistake before. Twice in a rapid succession. You're supposed to have assassin masteries, obviously. These are incorrect. I believe these are completely correct. It's just I have the cookie instead of the assassin one. But other than that, we are completely fine. That was completely horrible. I played everything correctly except I didn't flash over Vi. She set up the gank really poorly, and now I'm gonna miss a lot of CS. But she set up the gank really poorly. She obviously wanted to set up the gank so that I would go all in on her and Vi would be there at the same time. But what ended up happening is I'm so irritated that I have the cookies. This is gonna tilt me. What happened was that she had used her W at the same time as I used mine, which is mainly how you want to play this lane. W versus W, and if you want to initiate all the trades, because if you initiate trades, you have a W up, and when she goes to WU, because every LeBlanc maxes W, you will be able to jump. I'll see if I can show it again. If you didn't understand, just rewind and look at what I did, because I didn't dodge it that time, which is what you're supposed to do, but mainly, that was terrible. Mainly, I had it up at her jump because she wanted to jump back. Now she's just playing poorly around the minions, and that was just me playing poorly. I don't think she got the mark though. We can easily check that. No, she didn't. If she'd gotten the mark, she would have used Thunderlords would have been procced. She doesn't have flash though. I'm gonna trigger this first, and she's dead. Well, now she's dead, I guess. I was just BMing, but I had that under control. It's just BMing. It's just BMing. I had that under control. What? Me? Miss? What? Never. I would never miscalculate something like that. Hello. I had that under control, right? No, me? Miss? What? No. I kind of want to stay, because we can bait Vi. And if we do, we can get another kill. And if we can't, if Vi doesn't stay, then, well, I just get the shove. Which is also fairly useful. She doesn't have ultimate yet. There we go. And she already used her jump. What? Me? Miss? Not? Yeah. Planned, right? It's gonna be another one of those not very educational unranked masters. I think you guys might enjoy it though. So, I've tried to explain the same thing a lot about, like, how many times now? Too many times, right? So essentially when you play against LeBlanc, we're actually doing Hex Drinker, even though Hex Drinker is... Some people would say Hex Drinker is when you're kind of afraid, and that's not really true. It's kind of true, but it's not really true. Hex Drinker is pretty much, even if you're winning the lane, you should really be building it, and we're doing really well. Even if you're winning lane, you shouldn't be building it just because you're scared. Even though they only have 1 AP, it's just too great of an item to not build, and it kind of makes it so that you can't lose lane. Which, you know, even though it's like you're more aggressive with the Yomus, obviously, because 10 more arm penetration and the active and cooldown reduction and all that stuff, the survivability on Ma are just too great not to get. And I personally really like the lifeline. I think that's one of the big reasons why I buy it. I mainly buy it because it goes from arm penetration. Let's see it. Oh, there we go. I was hoping she'd use something. The reason why I didn't ignite that was because it wouldn't have been enough and I would waste my ignite. And here, we're kind of forcing her to do... What I was hoping to have her do was either ult on my W, like ult away from my W, then I would have wasted her ult. Or, since she used her chain, she could not use another jump, and since she flashed at the same time as me, and I have 30 seconds left of my flash, I knew she didn't have flash. So I was hoping to play around her chain a little bit better than I did. And here she wants to stand. That was poorly, because that's not going to kill her. I mean, that's obviously going to kill her. Just trolling. I actually, when I went in, I was pretty sure it was going to kill her, but when I saw the first tick, I was hesitant. She has ultimate, right? No, she doesn't. That was a pointless cookie. When I went in, I was so sure that I was going to kill her. But when I saw the first tick, I hesitated a little bit. Oh, yay, the Cloud Dragon. Nice. That will really give us an advantage when we take it. We can run to the other dragons quicker. Good stuff. Oops. I am playing this really sloppy. I really should be focusing, because I am actually playing against like mid-diamond now, so should be focusing a little bit more than I am, I suppose. But we are about 2 to 3 times her CS right now, so I guess I don't have to be too afraid. Actually, just 2 times her CS. I thought she was still at 20, but 36 to 77. That's okay. 77 at 10 minutes is okay. It's not great, but I mean, I don't know. It's the tricky thing with CS is when I was much lower elo, like several years ago, I was really proud about my CS and like gold per minute and stuff. The problem is that you can be really proud about your CS and gold per minute, but just remember that it's always limited to like what kind of players you're playing against. So if you get 300 CS at 25 minutes or whatever, that's really good. But if you're playing against like silvers when you do it, or I'm sorry, that's a bit rude. If you're playing against people who are significantly lower elo than you are, oops, that was a double click on W, I didn't mean to do that. If you're playing against people who are significantly lower elo than you are, then the achievement is significantly less spectacular. Oh no, they got the Cloud Dragon. Damn it, that's terrible. What will we do now? Well, what we will do is that we will watch as he takes our pink ward, and then we'll kill the pink ward he placed. But whenever they take, something you should keep in mind, two things you should keep in mind when it comes to objectives is particularly when they take dragon, they are probably at dragon, which sounds pretty obvious, but you should play a bit safe in regards to that. She doesn't have any CDR yet, which means it's like 10 seconds left for ultimate. So if we do that, she won't be able to jump it because she just used her W. She's playing it very safe though. But she has flash up because she has that's a vibe. And I will back off. I love this ward, by the way. I place that all the time there. The second thing to keep in mind when in terms of objectives is when the mid laner gets blue, the jungler is at blue, and that means they are either going to gank bot lane or top lane, depending on which side you're on. I could have gone that one. But I'm still a bit afraid of Vi, though. She might be sitting in this brush. I'm actually going to do a safe ward here. And we'll look at LeBlanc right now. Yeah, she was not moving forward, but if LeBlanc had moved forward, Vi was probably expecting us to ward, and they were planning to fight. So, that's her first jump. She wants to get this CS now, and we missed. Playing around enemy CS is the best way to get poke, but if you suck, well, you kinda suck, so there's that. Oh, hello. She actually did invade. Well, there's only one way she can go, so... I don't have W up. You can ult me whenever. That's the wrong one, I just expect. This is Ronnie coming in. I'll go in for a W here, and then we can... And Hexdrink is gonna save my ass. She doesn't have flash, so she is dead. And I can clear 2 pink wards now. Actually, they should clear that one. I'll clear this. Oh, actually, they already cleared that one. Awareness. That's a thing. So Vi, since that was a really prolonged fight, I should be a little bit careful of Vi, which means I won't use my W now. I also don't quite want to take down this turret yet, because I won't quite be able to do it. Actually, maybe... Nah, I don't think so. So I'll save my W, and we will start building another Dirk now into Yomos eventually. Don't know if you guys mind these episodes being a little bit less educational, but a bit more entertaining. I actually the series has been getting such a positive feedback that it's really fun to make the videos. I just been very preoccupied both with school and procrastination and job interviews and all that kind of stuff. And it's gonna be a bit tricky in summer because I'm getting a job that'll take a lot of time. I'll be working 6 to 16 or 15 to 1 in the morning, or in the night, I suppose. Depending on who you ask, that's 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. Did I not spend enough money? Could I bought him another longsword? Maybe I could have. She has a... Ooh, that's a Seeker Catalyst. That's interesting. Kind of disagree with the build, but... Don't know. Yeah, she's not gonna stay. We can kill this then. What? I don't have... Oh, she was dead, dude. Why did I... That was terrible. She was completely dead. She'd wasted both her ultimate and the jump back from her ultimate. She was absolutely dead, but I couldn't catch up. I got slightly minion blocked. It was pretty dumb. Now bot lane is missing, so I shouldn't dive anymore. That was terrible. She was... Because her invisibility wouldn't have saved her, because she was at... It's interesting, because she was such a great HP. Like, she was such a high HP that her invisibility wouldn't have saved her, because when she got to invisibility, the Deathmark pop would have been enough to kill her. If she had been at low HP and I ulted her, I wouldn't have been able to do enough damage that when she got to invisibility, the Deathmark wouldn't have been able to kill her, if that makes any sense. It should make sense because it is logical. Oh, this is actually a good fight. Potentially, oh, I don't want to fight. What's the next dragon? Fire. Fire works really nicely on ZED with this W. I might have given away the game there with that word, but... Oh, I actually missed the stun target. That's warded. I need the HP. I know it's greedy, but I need the HP. She does not have flash. She flashed before to get over the wall. I'll use this to shove though. Actually, Vi is close by. She wouldn't be this aggressive without Vi. Yeah, she wouldn't be this. Vi is definitely nearby. Definitely, if you see patterns, yeah, she's probably nearby. Never mind. Well, why would she play? It's strange because generally when you see people playing uncharacteristically aggressive, which when you see a LeBlanc building Seeker's Catalyst, and she suddenly starts playing aggressively, you usually should expect there to be a gank there. I guess she didn't exactly know where Vi was, or thought that I wasn't gonna go in, because maybe she thought I thought Vi was there, which is correct, but even if Vi was there at the point when she went in that hard, well, she was dead. And I might have been able to fight Vi too. She's still done. Oh, that's a nice heal, well done. Well done. See, my ultimate is 45. I didn't have any CR when I used my ultimate, because I just got Yomas. We'll see, we can actually 2v3 this, I think. Even without my ultimate. Yeah, actually, by standing like this, I might bait them to... Dude, you could have... Oh, dude, if you just kept going, they would have stayed in a unsafe position because they saw just me. And they were using me as a reference for where it's safe to recall. So if he hadn't gone for the minions and gone for them instead, he would have been in a great spot to kill them, most likely. But since he showed, they knew that it was risky to stay, so they went further back. Let's kill LeBlanc again. Or not. Gonna need your ultimate to do something here. Guess not. How strong are they? Vayne is really big right now. Guess that we couldn't have killed it before. I'm gonna let them take this, and I'm gonna zone. Even though I probably have the best amount of damage for it. If I zone, it becomes less clear. I wanted to go in, but with Blitzcrank there, no point. There we go. You can do a recall bait, maybe? Nah, he gave it away. He really is here too, so wouldn't have done much anyway. Oh, they want to fight? I disagree with this, but I suppose why not? I guess it works. It's funny because she stunned me a little bit too early, I believe. That works fine. Works very fine. I'm gonna have a hard time naming this episode because it was really bland. This is your average snowball. It's interesting though, because Vayne is still big, and you know, if it's like a Ghost or Incarnate, they could still do something, but not currently. Also, there was a strange cave ultimate, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Her CD on the CD on her ultimate is really short anyway, so. Yeah, look at this. No contest. And now recall, regroup, go for maybe next dragon. We have fire, next one is another air. Come on. Oh. It's just life, man. Sometimes it's just air dragons instead of fire and ocean. You know, you just gotta go with it. Duskblade is an option here, but they're a little bit too tanky for my taste, so I don't think I'll go for it. The only one I'd really like to use Duskblade on is, well, Vayne really, which is pointless. Besides, I've been speaking against Duskblade since day one, so, or well, not. I wasn't against Duskblade when they released it, like when they announced it, like, oh, this is the new item. But I didn't play with it on PB because I don't have a PB account. So at the time I was like, yeah, this item looks really good. But in theory, yeah, it's really good. But in practice, it just doesn't hold up. I've had so many games where I want to buy Duskblade and I do it, and it just doesn't hold up. Like, yeah, if you're snowballing really hard, the stats are fantastic, and you buy it basically because it's a Dirk item with a freak ton of AD. But the active is so underwhelming, and I just feel like you get so restricted by it. He is gonna lose his speed soon. There he goes. He didn't go out of this, did he? Oh, he did. Oh, that HP. If I'd tagged Baron with that, it would have been enough. I did not see the Vayne. I did see her at the time, but I was already stuck on LeBlanc at that point. Definitely have to save my ultimate for... that was weird positioning. That's an ace, actually, potentially. Oh no, I still had flash, that's good. Yeah, that's a kill on Vayne, I think. Or is it? He didn't have E. I have a pink word there, so he shouldn't really go. It was bad anyway. I got stuck on LeBlanc because I wasn't sure that... I mean, it was definitely a mistake on my part, obviously. But when they recalled, I didn't expect them all to be there. I guess I didn't see Vayne until it was too late. At that point, it was just... I wanted to make sure that at least LeBlanc died, which is pointless, honestly. I dedicated way too much on LeBlanc. There's no... Really? Dark Seal? Huh. Alright. I guess that works. I guess. I mean, if he starts playing really well right now, that's gonna pay off eventually. They're going for the late game with a our way, but I think she could have played like Orianna or something instead. You know, it's not... I mean, I've been doing our way before on LeBlanc. I think it's not very good, but I mean, it's manageable. You can get away with it. It's not very good, because that's a Vi too. I really want to get this. Come on, guys. We have inhibitor mid, we're not... This is really bad, we're not doing anything with our inhibitor mid. We're currently just like 3-manning dragon and shit. I don't know. We should really go for picks. Specifically, I need to save all my shit for Vayne. Actually, I just want to get Black Cleaver and then Recoil. If we're not going to group anyway, might as well farm it up. We don't have this turret, that's a bit interesting. Nice, I can keep going. Because they have to spend one person for defense. That's warded, because this is pink warded. Actually, they have someone defending this. Yeah, they do. They really... Oh, shit. She's level 15. Okay, that's a misclick. Ow! Yeah, she's big. And I need a black cleaver before I fight her. I misclicked my R. I wanted to wait a little bit longer with it. She's big. She's Aurelia, I guess. Did they buff Aurelia again? I forget. I knew they buffed Jax, which I wasn't very happy about that. This looks like it will actually... Yeah, this is a throw. Black Cleaver's gonna help a little bit with it, but... we are actually in a really bad shape at the moment. Vayne is really big. And, you know, LeBlanc is eventually gonna scale, and I mean, that Dark Seal is paying off. Where is everyone? One is dead, one is base, and one is mid defending from Blitzcrank. Not very well. I guess it works. There's a Aurelia. That's interesting. Is there like minions in the way? Why couldn't I auto attack her? Alright, I still have to say, yeah, let's go for this. I still have to save my shit for Vayne. Vayne and Aurelia are the scariest guys on their team. I guess no one's ever said that sentence before. How unusual! Vayne and Aurelia? What? Scary? Oh, what? Oh, it's pretty basic. I think we should still try for something. I mean, we didn't get anything with the inhibitor last time. Why are we staying? Should really leave. Clear their jungle. Maybe set up Nashor. I don't know. Okay, that's bad. I need to save my shit for Vayne, anyway. But yeah, when Twitch isn't ready for it, we can't fight. He's only 3-2-1, but he has a lot of our damage. I've been farming really poorly this game. We'll see. I should set up Baron eventually. Support inside. What to build? I think Bork, but actually, yeah, they're HP monsters, all of them. Bork Last Whisper is probably good. Let's do, yeah, let's do Bork actually. Bork is not bad. It's not my item of choice anymore, but well, depends. I mean, they just have so much HP. Specifically with Sterix, and even our way, like, it adds up. Not like it's gonna be a huge amount of damage difference. That's the Nashor, by the way. Yeah, this is going to be pretty good. He's gonna sit here. Nope. She's gonna die potentially, unless I'm running into an ambush. Doesn't look like it. Alright then. Suppose that works.
Secrets kept, weapons wasted. Brave the shadows, find the truth.
This Vayne is gonna post on Twitter about uncarryable teams. Here she comes. Oh, we ult when she's invisible. That's probably a bad idea. That's interesting. That was the wrong one. Yep. I tarnished her KDA, I'm sorry. Sorry, Vayne. Guess I'll go for the end. Oh, that was close. I shouldn't have beat him that hard. I shouldn't have beat him that Alright, guys. Wow, okay. Well, I guess I skipped promos and I skipped series. I went from 72 LP to promos and then through promos, so I'm currently Platinum 1 0 LP and I skipped entire Platinum 2. Okay, well, thanks for watching. That was a entertaining episode, I hope. Not very educational, I believe, but it was still fun to play, I guess. So, yeah, if you enjoyed that, you know, all the usual stuff. Likes, favorites, all the standard stuff. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, until next time. Peace.